Thank you, guys. Yeah, big end of the season for us. Really, really proud of our team to win another championship, which has not been as easy as it has been in past years, and in some ways it's kind of made it more meaningful because they've had to fight and claw for every result we've gotten. So really, really happy for them to get a share of the Mountain West Championship, and huge game tomorrow night. So the goal now is to make sure that this is a home field advantage and that Albuquerque shows up and represents and comes and cheers on these women as they, fight for another title. So that's the goal. San Jose State's been a huge rival of ours for a while now. I think 2 of the times that we played in the Mountain West Championship has been against San Jose. So a lot of respect for them, a very good team, and it's going to be a great game tomorrow night. So we're hopeful everybody shows up and comes and cheers on this team.
How does San Jose challenge you guys this season?
Yeah, we tied them on our home field, but candidly, I thought they outplayed us in that game. They're just very consistent. They're very bought into a system. They have a lot of players that are special at what they do, and I think you have to find ways to break them down. So that'll be our goal, to kind of flip the script and be a little bit more dynamic than we were the last time we played them.
Just seems like forever since you guys have conceded a goal. I mean, defensively, how confident is this group going in tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't the conversation earlier in the year. We were giving up a lot of goals that we thought were kind of soft. So I think there's been a big push from our back line, certainly from our leadership back there, and then Allie Davis, who's a freshman, who is also, an all-conference, two second-team all-conference, first-team all-conference, and a newcomer in our back line, which is pretty cool. Normally we kind of get offensive awards, but those guys to get some defensive recognition was huge, especially with not giving up a ton of goals towards the end of the year. So it'll be tested tomorrow night. They have a good front line. The goal they scored to get to this point, last Sunday was pretty special. So those guys are going to be tested, but I think they'll rise to it. I think they'll be ready.
How much has Allie grown from the Rutgers match up to now?
Huge. I mean, it's just experience is the most important thing you can possibly get, and I think those experiences have to be positive and negative, and it's how you grow because you get confidence that you've been in every situation. So I think for Allie, even though she's been here for a while this year, to actually get on the field and to give up some goals that she probably wasn't happy with and make some mistakes, and those are all part of your learning curve. So I think you see her growing in confidence and kind of commanding the back line a little bit more with her presence.
What's been the early reception so far, just from having the tournament here, quarterfinals on Sunday? A lot of great matches so far.
Yeah, it's candidly, it's a little weird. Like, I don't like watching other teams play on our field. I feel territorial about it. But it's been great. I mean, I think all the teams have enjoyed it, and we've got unbelievable facilities, and everybody in the entire department has showed up and put on a great event so far. So now we just need the fans to show up, and hopefully we can come and put on a show for them.
Thinking back to the San Diego State match, that felt very much like it was the tournament already. We talked about that, kind of gearing them up. What did you think the team took away from that whole experience?
Yeah, I mean, San Diego State's a very good soccer team, and I think we almost broke a Guinness World Book of Records with their shootout on Sunday, which was pretty incredible to watch. But they're a very good team, and every time we play them, you get that kind of vibe, So I do think it felt like the first game of the tournament, and hopefully it kind of prepares us to know what's coming on Wednesday night, and we can put a few in the back of the net.
Coach, in your career, this moment, this accomplishment, when you look at it, what it feels like on a personal level versus and including what it is to the school, and the integrity and the excitement of the moment and the accomplishment, how do you describe it? What does it feel like?
I'm proud. I mean, I'm proud that our program has been able to do what they do, and I think that we've done it with the right way. I think our team represents New Mexico in the best way possible in the classroom, the way they behave on the field, their character, their work ethic. We have a ton of players that are born and raised here, so I'm really proud of where our program is, but I'm not going to settle for it. We want to be in the NCAA tournament every year. We want to be competitive there every year, and that's what we're going to continue to push for.
When you were driving home the other night on the freeway and you felt it all, did you let out a scream like Tarzan?
No Tarzan screams. No. It's more like a Frankenstein scream, Yeah, but it's yeah, it feels great. Yeah, it feels great. I'm proud of it, but it also, you're competitive, so you want to win the tournament and you want to win the NCAA tournament, and I think Like, you don't ever want complacency to settle in. You want to push for more. And, I mean, that's where my head is.
Coach, you had, I think, 5, 6 Lobos on the all-conference list. No big awards to the Lobos this year. Does that motivate you to motivate them, add a little fuel to the fire, or is that something you don't really address?
They can take that however they want to. I mean, I think when you look at stats, some of those awards should be based on that. And I think, the way everything went down with Wyoming kind of getting the top seed in the tournament probably influenced some of that. But without question, those players deserve it. I mean, I think what Colleen has done at Wyoming this year is exceptional. So you don't ever want to take away that. But I also think that I hope that the votes were close, because I think a lot of our players deserve some of those awards.
When you play a team for a second time, especially when it's a one and done situation, how much of a chess game is it trying to make adjustments and try to anticipate what they want to do?
Yeah, massively. I mean, I think it's trying to assess what their biggest strengths are and how do we take those away. And then equally, last time you played them, how did they affect you in a negative way? And how can you make the adjustments and potentially put people in different positions that allow them to be successful? So, yeah, it's a chess match. And I think soccer especially, because 85% of the game is played without the ball. So how do we occupy different spaces and cause more problems for them than we did last time? But yeah, it's the second time around, you always want to know what they're going to do, and hopefully we hit them with something that surprises them as well.
You guys do anything fun as a team for Halloween?
Our team, no. We don't like having fun. Yeah, no, yeah. Our team showed up in full costume. I mean, everything you could think of. I think there was a Sasquatch, like a beluga whale, like anything you could possibly think of. And yeah, we make sure that we have fun with everything that we do. So those guys never down from a Halloween challenge.